Greetings, people of the internet. This is Cardiacs, and today is an out of time video. And by that I mean I plan to do this in for Halloween, for October, in October for Halloween. There we go. But I kind of forgot because I was so shocked, or not shocked really, but distracted by doing the Sketchbook Slam Challenge in October. That's the month I chose to do it, because when I found out about the challenge, it was just right before October, so I just decided that I would get the sketchbook and just wait until the first day of the month to get started. So I actually did do that, and the video is on YouTube, and it has been for a while. So if anyone wants to see this in all its original glory, then have at it. However, I kind of liked it. I think it was an Arts Next Box challenge, and I liked how it came out, but there were a few things that I had problems with. For example, how large her shoulders were. They should have been bigger based on proportions, so I fixed that. And of course, since I had to enlarge the line art that I got, it made the line very fuzzy. So I tried to go over it again, but it gave a very sketchy appearance, which I kind of actually like when I was done, because I didn't go over and clear up every single line that I did. After that, I colored, and I did a different kind of shading technique than I usually do. This time, I shaded it with the marker, which has a very hard end. Is that what it's called, actually? No, it's mapping pen in this program. It's called the mapping pen. Anyway, I used that to lay down the color, but I also used it to lay down the shading. But when I was done with the shading, I blended out the edges, so it was kind of a soft shading look, but it didn't have as much texture in it because I had such flat color shadows. I actually kind of like that effect. It's also really simple and quick to do. So, yeah, I may try that again soon. I just like playing around with my style, honestly. Speaking of my style, I've been wanting to try drawing and inking with dip pens again, because the original drawing of this was actually done with a dip pen, because that's what I had in the Art Snacks box. And I found I actually really, really liked it. And I have several inks, so hopefully in the near future I will pull that out and use it. Also, using the pen nib cleaner that I bought from Speedball is actually really cool. I put some of the pen cleaner into a small little jar. I mean, barely 2 inches tall, kind of small. And I put the nib into the solution in that tiny little jar, and I just watched the ink come off the nib. It was really cool. It really, really satisfying. So if nothing else, I can ink my drawings with a dip pen just so I can have that satisfaction of watching the pen cleaning solution do its job. If not, then of course I still like doing the inking process, though unfortunately I wasn't able to practice using the ink pen in the sketchbook challenge because there just wasn't enough time to do that. If I wanted to get through an entire sketchbook of that size, I would have to do very large drawings and also not put too much effort into them. So a lot of the drawings that I did in that sketchbook are really simple. I started off with doing more detailed things, and I even designed such things as a harpy at once, and I actually really like that drawing, so I may do something similar to this and digitize it. add color and whatnot. Until then, though, you'll just have to deal with the witch. Speaking of, this is actually on Redbubble. I put her design on there just as I finished her. So if anyone is wanting to have this design by the end of the speed paint on an item like a t-shirt or a pillow or a device case, then it's there. Just have at it. If you'd rather not support me there, then you can also support me from Patreon. I do put sketches on there, though I haven't posted anything in the last few days, and I regret that, but I will hopefully post something again tonight. However, if anyone out there wants to support me, but can't do so monetarily, I understand. But I would also greatly appreciate it if that person or people would actually share my videos. And I just really want to get as far as I can with this because I do want to make this my career. But I am struggling quite a bit, especially on Instagram. I've plateaued quite a lot on Instagram. Like at once I was at 240 followers on Instagram, and then it went back down to 222, and that seems to be my limit. Like every time it goes up, it goes back down. It goes up, and it goes back down. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not too bothered by that. It's just that I would really like to be able to support myself doing this, and yeah. Also, Kat has been here the whole time. Kat is just like clockwork. Will appear if I pull out my mic. Anyway, I thought to do more details with the poison bottle, but I didn't. Instead, I just did a gradient manually, colored the glass a little bit, and the little cork in the top, as well as giving it a shine once I was doing the highlights. And I did quite have a hard time with the words. That's one thing I would like to do as well, is practice calligraphy. It's one thing I can do with the dip pens, I suppose. And if not, then I could always try it with Manga Studio. It is quite different in Manga Studio instead of doing it by hand. I also noticed a very interesting technique in on a YouTube video. So I used the layer properties in this program to actually give me a dark outline to the words. And of course, with this black outline, you can't see the black edge. I did that mostly so that the words would show up on every type of item on Redbubble. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you if you support me or not. Bye.